Hey guys, today I'm going to be reviewing the La Sportiva Finale climbing shoes. I've climbed them for about 8 months, so I have a decent amount of time with them. The first thing I want to talk about is the shape. They're completely flat without any downturn at all. This makes it more difficult to hook into holds on steep terrain, but the upside is that it's way more comfortable. The Finales also have slight asymmetry. This means it curves more towards the big toe, which helps direct more force through it. The trade-off is that more asymmetry means less comfort. But since the Finales are flat with only slight asymmetry, they're super comfortable, and I can keep them on for 8-hour sessions without having to take them off. The next thing I want to talk about is the stiffness. The La Sportiva Finales are super stiff. I can barely bend them. This means that they offer great support for standing on small edges. If you want a shoe that bends around footholds so you can feel every detail, then this probably isn't the shoe for you. You might think that the Finales are bad at smearing because they're so stiff, but their flat profile actually makes it pretty easy to maximize surface area with a hold. However, the rubber isn't the best for smearing, which brings me to my next point. The Finales use 5mm of the Vibram XS Edge rubber for the outsole. Both La Sportiva and Scarpa use this on their high-end models designed for stiffness and edging. Since the rubber is harder to provide more support, it means it's also more durable. This makes the shoe great for warming up and working on any climbs that are below your level. However, the rubber isn't as sticky as the XS Grip 2 or its other equivalents, so this could hurt performance on climbs that require a lot of friction through the feet. The next thing I want to talk about is the heel. It's pretty basic with a nice lip that can catch onto crimps. The heel is pretty sensitive. I found it painful to heel hook on sharp holds. I also found that the heel was baggy, and my foot would completely come out of the shoe on some heel hooks. But that's my fault because I sized it completely wrong. I climbed with socks and decided to go with my street size, which is 40.5 in European. They were comfortably snug at the beginning, but now they're loose in the heel. I recently went to go and try new pairs, and I found that I could comfortably fit into a 38.5. So if I could go back in time, I would definitely buy these in a smaller size. Also, these shoes are leather. They will stretch a lot, so keep that in mind. One thing that can help you if you missize them is the closure system. The Finales have laces, which allows for a more customized fit, and they can even help compensate if you size them too big. The downside is that laces make it more inconvenient to take the shoe off and put it back on. But luckily, they're so comfortable that you can wear them all session. Laces also leave less room for toe rubber. So if you need really secure toe hooks, then this might not be the shoe for you. The last thing I want to talk about is the price. They are currently listed on La Sportiva's website at $139. When I bought them, they were listed at $129, and my gym was having a big sale on top of that. Scarpa has an equivalent model called the Helix, which is currently listed at $129. If that fits, I would highly recommend going with that one instead. But I think for $129, this shoe is great value. For like $30 more than beginner shoes, you get better rubber and more support. So overall, I would recommend the La Sportiva Finales to literally everyone. They're solid all-rounders at a great price. I highly recommend them as the next upgrade from beginner shoes before jumping into performance shoes. And even if you already have performance shoes, I would still recommend these, just so you can have something cheap, comfortable, and durable for warming up and getting in mileage. The downsides are that performance may suffer on steep terrain, on friction slabs, or any climbs that are really reliant on toe hooks. So if you're looking for a specialized performance shoe, this probably isn't for you. But I hope you enjoyed my review of the La Sportiva Finales. Let me know what other shoes you'd like me to review in the comments down below. Bye!